are we just doing generic Kolot assassination?
Well, but we have no. We still don't know.
I don't know if it was.
Like, okay.
We do have the letter that says they now the red and then
green gone, red next.
I learned in law class that it doesn't matter what actually happened.
Yeah,
it matters
just
what we
what you say
So
happened.
we
and it
put
also
down
matters.
and,
Whatever answer we give has to benefit the Empire.
and then no,
and
just the Emerald Champion.
And if it doesn't,
Kolot.
But
then
at the same time,
it's not the answer.
He's wanting us to protect his family name, but yet he was, through legal means, trying to overthrow the Emperor.
Okay, so we don't
It's still
say
legal.
that part.
Yeah, we could leave that up.
Yeah, overthrowing the Emperor is illegal unless you do it legally.
Didn't we find a thing that kind of cleared him of being incriminated? One of those things? Something?
Well, no,
He didn't do
he
anything,
didn't do anything
illegal.
wrong, but there was still the motive to want to remove
He didn't do anything
the
wrong,
Emperor.
but
Well,
he wasn't all right.
Yes, but the motive wanting to
chill out.
remove the Emperor, I mean, that's not.
Uncool.
Is it dishonorable, though? I mean,
Well,
he
he
didn't
swore loyalty
actively.
to the Emperor.
He's loyal to the Emperor, but if the Emperor is not doing what's best for the Empire, are you loyal to the Emperor or to the Empire? How does that work?
They're one and the same.
Are they?
Not according to that guy from Game of Thrones with the little birds. We could just write in that he was looking up legal loopholes to close those loopholes.
Or we don't have to mention that he was doing a thing. The Kolot.
We're the only ones who know that happened, so we could just all kill each other in a circle.
We're against him because.
Well, I mean,
With us.
I could just let it.
also, is incriminating the Emerald Champion beneficial to the Empire at all? Because in law school it said if the answer doesn't benefit the Empire, it's not the answer.
But yeah, so we just say that the Kolot wanted to kill him because he was too lawful.
And he was looking for a.
He's pretty
We
lawful,
don't have
dude.
to say anything about what we mean by that. He was following the laws. They didn't like that he was following the laws.
They tried to recruit him.
It's very clear he spent a lot of time in law library.
They wanted him dead. Like, nobody asked us to figure out what he was investigating. They asked us to figure out what happened for real.
And his daughter didn't do it.
It was the guy that died. I'm guessing he's not the one that ordered it. He was, told by someone to
I
do
suppose
it.
I'm just trying to figure out the motives of the assassination. I mean, we can blame the Kolot. They seem to be the most likely. I'm just wondering why the Emerald
It
Champion.
could
Right.
be that they might have worked together at some point, but they were using each other, and they were trying to get him to go against the law and whatnot to accomplish their goals too, and he didn't like it, so he left or cut ties,
He's
and they were like,
no, that's not cool, guys. I'm not into that. Like, I'm gonna do it
and then
this way. They're like,
their
"That's
reaction
not good."
was, you now know too much about us, so we have to silence everything.
And
You're
that makes,
dead.
And that makes perfect sense. I'm completely on board with that. I just wish we had something that confirmed that.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying. I completely buy that hypothesis as a fact.
And then how does killing the Ruby Champion play in?
Another power vacuum.
Oh yeah.
The more power vacuums there are, the more it destabilizes the system.
Yeah, everything's in turmoil here, so you can come here and fuck that up.
Who's next in line after Ruby?
Him.
No, it goes. I think there's like there's like an opal. There's a jade. Yeah.
I think it was like Jade.
And again, I'm just the topaz champion. I'm not the topet.
Yeah.
Nope. You
No, I
got
guess
down
no, but
eventually.
I'm like 10 down the line. There's a lot
I mean,
more.
I didn't think you were next.
Hey, you know
I was
what's
just
dumb?
wondering who was next.
Bob's character is second place in the Topaz thing, so that means the other championships have second places. They don't become next in line. It's just like, nah, fuck off, you're done.
Well, the emerald, yeah.
Who's the second place of the Emeralds?
Well, then it's just a whole other competition, and the winner of that competition, if he gets second place again, or she, they're just second place again.
So when you're second place, you get your little second place ribbon, being like, yeah, you came second place. If the one above you passes, you don't become the next one. You're just,
Nope.
I'm just second place, bitch.
Yep.
All right.
I said I'm on board with everything we're saying. I just wish I knew more about the possible connection between the Emerald Champion and the Kolots.
Well, let's recall someone, if someone remembers what they said. The notes passed between the two. Because I don't remember exactly what they said, and I'm hoping somebody else does.
Yeah, we'll have to ask Brad.
Because there was the one.
They were trying to recruit him, essentially.
Yeah, there was the one that's all like blah blah blah, fuck the Empire, fuck hentai, this and that.
And that's when he was doing all of his legalese, trying to be like, can we do this legally? We're assuming.
Because he was down with the fact that the Emperor's whole situation was not cool,
You don't want Emperor.
but he didn't want him to just like.
And we cleared the ruby. We believe the ruby would have nothing to do with it, right?
I did the like roll or whatever. Yeah, because that was the thing. And then when we saw that she was next, and then we saw the actual assassination attempt.
Sure
like,
Did we know who the assassin that was trying to kill the Ruby one? What
clan
they were?
I was thinking about that earlier.
What's that?
The one that we stopped, that died of poison, tried to kill the Ruby.
I believe he's just a Kolot. He's just like a clanless. Like,
I mean, can't you be? Kolats aren't in clans.
They don't believe in clans.
they don't believe in clans. Yeah, they're just.
We believe in nothing.
We don't believe in clans, but we're just Clan Kolot.
Yeah, I want
Are
to
we
know what the
ready?
notes said that we found on him, which.
We're like 40% ready, I think.
That's fine. You have a question?
Yeah,
More
what
research.
were the notes that we found on the guy that died?
On whose guy?
The
guy who killed himself
guy
with
that killed
poison.
himself, the poisoned himself.
Okay, the Kolot guy.
The assassination attempt.
Kolot propaganda that matches the unknown handwriting that you found in the cave and in the secret room. But more unsettling, there were some papers in the graceful calligraphy in the familiar blue ink, and a vial of green poison.
What did they say?
What did the blue say?
Yeah.
What did they say?
Kind of important to our theory.
Hey, I know I'm an esteemed member of the Kolot, but
Alright, so it confirms it matches Satsumi's handwriting. Their correspondence with someone that he calls his friend and peer at the imperial capital city of Otsan Uchi. In them, Satsumi says outright in his handwriting he's convinced the two imperial heirs are totally unsuited for rule. One is too cruel, the other is too weak. These thoughts are not formally of the Kolot, but they're blasphemous against the rule of the Hantai family, and you do know that is the beliefs of the Kolot as well. So basically confirming that
Okay, now
the
go back to
Emerald
that.
Champion had beliefs that match that of
And
the
he
Kolot.
said my esteemed what
Friend of that other royal family.
His friend
right?
and peer.
what was the complete greeting on that?
hey, real quick question for us. Why do we care that his family is dishonored if he was doing something dishonorable?
But he was doing it legally, and following the law is honorable.
His family wasn't dishonorable, it was because he was. He was like, yeah, hey, I was kind of a shit,
I
but don't
will
let my
remind
family suffer for it.
you.
Also,
all-
his ghost told us to.
Yeah, I'll remind you all. Remember what the ghost told you.
To try to do this without dishonoring his family.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, that's another
Because
question.
it's honorable to follow the law. And he was.
Are you saying why as in why do we care to do what he says?
Yeah.
Well, if,
All right.
hey, as a person who
Why
has
would we want to dishonor his family?
Hold on a second. I'll
Because he
tell
was
you
plotting
this some
against the
more.
Emperor.
legally though.
We don't know that he did anything outside of what his actual
All right.
kind of
Anyways,
responsibility was.
there's more. There's more that you guys have
Oh,
found now.
yes.
But
Thank
wait,
you.
there's more.
But wait, there's more. As you guys continue to read, you see that this high-ranking correspondent, whoever his friend and peer is, seems to be upset. Satsume continues to go on, and he indicates, yes, he has these beliefs, but he has a possible solution to the matter that would keep the Empire stable. They assure that all will be well and the Empire will endure, but they're still heretical and treasonous. I mean, it could be that
It could be that
he wants to plant them on new victims and tarnish the entire castle. Well, it seems like the Kolot was conferring with the Emerald Champion, and the Emerald Champion was agreeing with them, but like I said,
saying he wanted to do it
saying
within the confines of the
within-
law,
and not
they
just
were
be
like,
so
nah.
blatant, not being like, I'm gonna. So they became upset with the Emerald Champion because
That's what our
theory is.
the
So we
Emerald
just wanted
Champion
to-
was like, yeah, how about we not just bust in there and kill him? Maybe we can, just kind of go around the
Who
back
was
door.
now
and,
this friend and ally of his that you said it was from one of the other royal families?
no, it's from the. It's stamped with like the letterhead of the capital city,
Oh, okay.
which is
So it's somebody within the capital city is also part of the conspiracy with the
right.
Kolats.
This, if you guys look, this is
Seems like we have
we're
some
right
matters
here.
to attend to.
We're right here, the Castle of the Emerald Champion. This is Sumo, where the competition
Right.
was. This Arasan Uchi. This
Yeah.
is the capital city of
Gotcha.
Rokugan. This is Washington D.C. This is the
Okay.
capital of everything. It's not necessarily in anybody's lands. You got the lions, and it borders everybody's lands, but it really is like set up like this is like your DC. It's not part of any of the states. It is the ruling family's area. So you're not far away from the emperor and all that stuff. So not that necessarily.
No, sure, yeah. Not that distance has to have anything to do with it, but
But that's where
correspondence becomes
just
easier.
for the sake of the setting, that is the capital city, and that's where this is from. So whoever his peer was works in the capital city and is also a member of the Kolat, and somehow had convinced the Emerald Champion.
So all of that information is within one letter, or are there several?
Well,
letters?
I mean, that's obviously it's not just a paragraph that says everything. It's going to be a few pages that you read through to get all
well,
this
and
out.
terms
but-
of some of the other letters as well.
yeah,
'cause,
piece
sure.
together of everything.
I just want to know if there's a way that we can present this.
I was wondering if you guys
to-
were going to ask. I'm like, they still have it they're still missing a big part of it.
Yeah, well, I thought you told us everything that was in it when you were like, "Oh yeah, the handwriting matches. It's just some of the same correspondence." I thought that it was just the same.
I thought I
shit that
did
we already
too, and
knew.
then I realized no, there's more to learn.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, good. I'm glad we asked.
Right.
I was actually
So
gonna highlight
technically,
that last
we can
like 4
still,
days ago. I
we
was
can
gonna
still go
highlight it,
with,
so I didn't forget. to
with
tell
your
you.
guys' plan that it was obviously
Someone from the capital
a Kolat agent acting within the capital.
contacted him as
And
a
it
person
appears-
with concern about this,
Yeah.
and it appears as though
Because he didn't go along with their plans, they took him out. But why then take out the ruby outside of her not just dropping the investigation? Why would they make an attempt on her life?
Maybe that's enough.
That could be enough, yeah.
Power vacuum.
Or to create an even bigger power vacuum for
because they're the
Lawrence.
Kolat and they saw the opportunity and they
And
took it.
it disables. It could be part of what they said. It disables or disrupts.
Yeah.
All the
You take out all the
magistrates.
take out the big magistrates, and yeah, you're gonna have a problem.
Make a lot of chaos for the realm.
That's how ISIS is.
So they can act. They can move around without being injured. Instead of
So-
magistrates.
I think that's how we're gonna present it.
If
I
we
still
give
feel
her
like
this though, like she's gonna see that it was kind of like, because he says basically it's treason.
no, the plan that the Kolats had would absolutely be treason.
Oh, I thought the one that he did I thought he said he found a way
Oh, was that
to do it, but
it's
was
still treasonous and
Yeah.
heretical. Yeah, even doing it his confines of
way.
the law way is still
Treason.
treasonous.
Right.
How? If the law says I can do it, then how is that treasonous?
No, you don't understand.
Because the Emperor's like,
Because they're like, no, let's go in and kill him. And you're like, well, we don't have to go in and kill him, but I found this loophole that says we can, get him impeached by doing this and this and
Yeah,
that.
maybe the
You know,
emperor should read the
whatever.
goddamn law books a little bit.
So basically,
It's treasonous for the right-hand man of the emperor to be questioning his leadership at all.
Yeah.
That's like the vice president trying to overthrow the president secretly. Even if he does it in some roundabout, weird way, it's still treasonous for, it's...
So maybe we just present it like he had the information for them that like, hey, you can do this, but it is still treason. So maybe not, and that's what made him mad. Because it doesn't ever say, doesn't say in there that like, hey, I'm into this, and I'd be down to like
No,
like treason.
that's when the correspondent started to get unhappy with him when he was trying to say, I found a way that we can keep the Empire stable while we, do this. And that's when they kind of started to get upset. It was like,
So do we not give her that part of it?
You're basically thinking, if he was assassinated by the Kolot, that would be why.
Right, yeah, we figured that out. We are trying to present this evidence to her without making him look like he was into
But see, now this
treason
is
thing.
but this is where we have to question ourselves.
Right.
Is, do we protect his image
Thinking now.
because he
But
asked us to?
That was my question.
How does
To
he
help
go?
protect. Yeah, to help protect what's best for the Empire versus allowing a person who was doing something heretical to keep his honor.
So basically, he died and showed up and was like, "Yo, clear my browser history."
Yep.
but how does outing him for this benefit
It
the
doesn't,
Empire?
and that's the decision that we have to make. It's like, are we going to allow a dishonorable person to maintain their honor for the betterment of the Empire versus do we
Is
hold
the theme of the adventure.
do we hold on to
Well
our
done.
honor by actually coming out and being fully honest and saying this? Because we are by kind of honor bound to release the information, and we're saying we're going to hold on to this and not release it.
Should we try to talk to his ghost again?
Yo,
Hey, Pep.
he ain't picking up.
Could you call the Emerald Champion real fast?
I'm not about it.
Hang on a second. Either way, you have to go make your report here soon.
Yeah, I know. So I mean, this is just this
This is
the
like
decision.
what are we presenting? What is
Right.
our report? Like we know who did it,
If-
we know like what happened, but we're trying to figure out if we want to.
Is
Right, that's what-
dishonoring the Emerald Champion himself dishonoring his entire family, or
I
just
think
him?
yeah, probably, and that's
Yeah,
why.
Well, it'd
Should-
be
they
a
would-
stake
they would
that
feel
would be on there.
shame.
Yeah, that would be on there for a while.
Talk to his daughter again and get her on our side, and then present it with her and be like, "Yo, your dad kind of sucks."
She knows that.
Yeah, but
That's the thing.
No,
I
like,
feel like
help us
there are
let
already
everyone know your
people
dad
that like
sucks.
thought he was kind of shitty anyway, and they're not going to be swayed by knowing that the Kolots did
Yeah.
it. Like,
Right.
I don't know that his image is going to change much,
So
but
okay.
it would sully everything, and you're like not down with it.
So
You
I'm
did it.
I'm on Dur's side right now here, but what is one benefit for us
That's what we're waiting.
to keep him honorable?
well,
'Cause I'm
his,
coming up with nothing.
his ghost told us.
No, I'm not.
Ask us.
What's his ghost gonna do?
I mean, fuck his
I'm
ghost,
afraid of no
whatever.
ghosts.
I'm just saying that
For the
it's putting a stain on the position. It's putting a stain on that family, and
maybe then clans would go to war over.
Over the truth. That's the way it should have been then, I guess.
do you want the war and death on your hands?
I'll write that shit down.
Hey, as stank as the Emerald Champion was, he did try to do it in a way that didn't
Yeah.
cause an uproar. So
So he tried to get in, it got a little too hot, and he tried to pull back out, and then he got killed. Shouldn't have got in the first place.
I
Yeah.
think he was in
Dug your own
because
grave,
of
son.
his position. Like I
Could have put the kibosh on
I mean, he also
he tried to put the kibosh on it in a legal way.
could it have also been he knew that the other guys were gonna do this no matter what, and he was trying to find, like, even if he stops the one he was talking to, the rest will keep the mission going, and that him trying to find a way legally through loopholes to get this done for them and not cause turmoil would have been the best thing for the Empire
Sure,
overall.
That was easily his thinking, but he was
Yeah.
still conspiring against the Emperor.
Better to die with honor and go to war. That's the Bushido way. Not the Scorpion way, though. I can see where you'd be on this side.
Wait, you said better to die
Shots
with
fired
honor
from
than
the
go to
dragon.
war?
Yeah, like.
But you're saying that,
to-
like, no, I want war.
If the corresponding dude was like, "Hey, Emerald Champion, help me overthrow this shit," and he was like, "I can mitigate this by being dishonorable," fuck that. Should have.
I think it was, hey, Emerald Champion, I'm going to do this. Do you want to help? And he's like, whoa, don't just do that. Because that's very bad for the Empire. You're going to do this regardless, so I'm going to find a way to make the Empire safe. Not, I'm going to...
And he did it dishonorable.
Okay, here.
Because there's
I
no other...
get what you're saying.
there's no...
New spin. He did all this shit. We
For
had
the
the
Empire.
correspondence, and then he was like, "Oh shit, they're pissed at me. They're gonna kill me. I'm gonna do it myself so that they can't."
I get it. I'm just in the Bushido mindset where a samurai would rather kill themselves than do something a little
That's what
shady.
I'm saying. So he drank the poison, killed himself.
But he still did the shady shit. He
Yes,
never
but
should have
but,
done that.
but
the killing
then the
yourself
killing
cleans
yourself
yourself.
cleans you of it.
Yeah, you know that, dude?
Wouldn't have had to clean himself. He just didn't do it.
Okay, but you're the one that just said
So you're
The
saying.
Bushido way.
the Bushido way.
So what you're saying
You
is
do
he
the
killed
shady
himself,
shit. You're like,
but we're not.
oh,
gonna
my bad.
The Bushido way
that
is to
sucked.
not do the shady shit. Though.
Yes, but what did you
Yeah, but what does the
just
Bushido
say?
way say about if you already do the shady shit?
But why did he do it, though? That's what I'm saying.
It is irrelevant to our task.
Kind of. It brings it to the decision of our honor or his honor, and I'm saying, why do we give a fuck about his honor?
But we could do both.
Okay, but we don't know that that's not what happened.
We're just presenting the truth.
But
Are we?
hey, listen.
We're
We
presenting our
do not
investigation.
know we don't know that he was poisoned or he took the poison
Hey, in
himself.
school yesterday, we learned that the right answer is always beneficial to the Empire. If it's not, it's the wrong answer. So sending the Empire in turmoil is the wrong answer. We
So
just
we
had
can
law
still
school.
say that he was conspiring with the Kolots. The Kolots were shitty. We don't have any proof that they actually did it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
the
Just
proof
all the
that
truth.
I know, and we present all of the truth, and we say, and he died by poisoning. We think he took it himself.
He did
I
go,
think
hey,
that
he
now.
did go to the he hung out with Margaret a lot.
He hung
and
out
he had
with
chicken
coop.
feathers, and guess where the poison was at?
Yeah,
Chicken
he
coop.
knew where the poison was. He had feathers in
Hey,
his room.
what color is the Emerald Champion? Green. What color is the poison? Green. Emerald poison, baby.
And don't forget about the grappling hook.
Well, that was just how the dude left notes. I've already put 2 and 2 together. I already figured that out.
Whoa.
I was doing that earlier today. You're
But
behind.
they didn't have any ropes, so they just had hundreds of grappling hooks.
Yeah.
Catch up.
Alright.
Okay.
So do we all feel good about that presentation? All of the facts are out, and the unknown is we make the assumption that he
Kill himself.
Took the honorable
took the
way out.
honorable way out when he got in,
Yeah.
and he knew that it wasn't going to end well.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. That's what I was going for. All the facts that we know, right there. Whatever happens from that.
Well, I mean, it's like law school said. It's not just about facts. It's about what's beneficial to the Empire.
If I learn otherwise, I'm sending this ghost to Samurai Heck.
I mean, you can fuck this ghost up all you
So-
want, but we gotta protect the Empire.
All right. So you are
At law
being
cost.
led to
Is that
her
what we're
room.
doing?
You're being led to her room
Okay,
by
because we
Akashi.
technically don't know. We just are just
Yeah.
assuming that they poisoned him. We don't have any. Because
Right.
what did the
Right.
note said? The emerald, or that is done now onto the or something like
Yeah.
that. It never said like we took out the emerald.
Right. Yeah, no, everything, even the stuff we're presenting now is still circumstantial at best.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it all leads to a particular direction, but it is.
I mean, you gotta remember, she was in the room with you
Yeah.
guys when you fought the
Yeah,
assassins.
no, sure.
I mean, she's not that clueless of what's going on. I mean, she was right there.
Also, who killed the chickens?
just
That was an
point-
accident.
That was an accident.
Yeah.
Fate.
So should we kill? Should we
Kill
tell
more
him
chickens?
to throw the Henry in prison? That he's not paying attention to all these poisons hanging out.
Again, he
You might
doesn't
be onto
live there
something.
24/7.
So yeah, like I said,
Should.
the basis is we still want to get the truth out, but like Graham has pointed out,
All right,
the
so
truth is actually whatever is beneficial to the Empire, not necessarily the truth.
all right, so what is the wording that you're using. You're in her chambers now. She is anxiously awaiting your report.
Okay, due to our findings,
To whom it may
to
concern.
whom it may
Do we give her all the
concern-
evidence too?
Yeah.
All right, dope.
Well, yeah, we have to back up our theory.
I have the grappling
Tell
hook.
me what you say and what you don't say. What, is there anything you're leaving out, and
I
how
don't
are you
know.
framing your words?
We are saying that it appears as though someone from the capital, within the capital,
Is involved with the
is involved with the Kolat.
conspiracy to overthrow.
Yes, the conspiracy to overthrow the Emperor. Tatsumi? Is that his name?
Emperor?
No.
The Emperor.
No, the Emerald guy.
Emmys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Satsumi.
Satsume.
It's one of the few names I have written down.
Was corresponding with them, got involved. They wanted to. He had thoughts about the Emperor and their
Progeny.
yes, the progenies and the line and succession, and apparently through his studies found a way to
Legally
change things without throwing the empire into turmoil. The Kolat were not favorable of his way of thinking, and when he would not go along with theirs, they grew increasingly aggressive, and we feel like, given the evidence that we found, instead of it coming to a head in an assassination attempt, he took care of the problem himself by drinking the poison that he created.
Yeah, he took the honorable way out.
He took the
by
honorable
killing
way out
himself.
because of the
To
way
save things.
he had dishonored the empire and his family, and by coming up with this treasonous way of.
I still don't know what the way is.
She's looking at you guys closely, like, considering the evidence that you put on
I set the grappling hook
the
down.
table.
And Margaret.
Just all this rust falls off of it all over her fine wooden table.
She can
Scoot it a little closer to her.
She's looking closely at each of you. Miss Carter. Looking at the findings. She's
What if she actually already knows? I just wanted to see if we could figure it out.
She might.
Yeah. Did he?
She's like, I'm the Kolat, you know too much.
I mean,
she pulls out.
it could have been the one dragon dude who knows like everything. He's like, because who better to know how to pull off?
She
perfect
pulls out
plan and set up
what
the
you
Kolat.
guys recognize from last night.
Wait, she did what from last
She
night?
pulls out a shuriken you guys
Oh.
recognize from last night.
I flinch.
Throws it at us.
I concur with your findings. Thank you for your excellent work in getting this interesting information to me. Certain it will be great benefit to the next Emerald Champion and the stability of the Empire. I will make my official determination to the rest of the castle later on. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at your graduation ceremony.
Do you?
You're saying it's spooky on purpose?
Did you mean that to be creepy? Because it really came off as creepy.
No, I meant it to be cryptic.
Okay.
Dude, the way it came off to me is that she was involved and glad that we didn't
Yeah.
think she did it.
That wasn't
glad she came to
quite
this,
what I was intending, but
She hired the assassin on herself, knowing we
Or
would stop it.
The assassin realized she had too much power and wanted to take her out.
Or she pulled one of those
And then
Watchmen
that's when we were like,
Ozymandias
we
things.
missed something.
she dismisses you guys. When you reach the bottom of the tower, you see Kaji calling out commands to his now 9 assistants. It
The shuriken she
Not-
had,
not
did it look
10.
like it was slightly used?
looked like it was the
But
one
it got
that
used on
It
me.
looked like the one that was,
So it's stuck
she
in
got hit.
her.
yeah, it looked like the one that was stuck in her.
Oh, I know. She got hit with one too.
So yeah, she got hit.
Nice.
You were on the ground.
Oh yeah.
You see Samuko watching over, Kaji, and later that day, most of the castle is called to Probably wherever the biggest area is there. Like,
The Hall of Questioning.
The Courtyard of Death. What was that one?
No, probably the courtyard.
The Gardens of Verdant Serenity would be where it's at. The
Oh,
big
okay.
gardens.
Yeah.
Not the Courtyard of Punishment.
That's it.
Yeah, but the gardens probably. All the castle would be. It probably even says in here.
Decapitation Square.
So yeah, there's lots of chatter, and it seems she's released her long-awaited official declaration, and so she stands up to kind of give her determination. And after much reflection and review, it is confirmed that the death was indeed from natural causes. Is her official report.
So I says,
You really said that?
You said that?
No, I never said that. I never said that.
yeah, babe, we're just hanging out down here.
Sneaky mom.
And at this point, basically, is the
Let's huddle up.
the remainder.
So, these colas.
At this point, is going to be the remainder of the dinner, and then in the morning will be your graduation ceremony. So basically, now it's that'll lead right into dinner. She is not there. And,
I'm not comfortable being a magistrate anymore.
if you guys
how,
want-
investigations go down.
If you guys want to make a target number 2 government void check,
She was probably doing what Bram was saying.
I will give you some more.
Beneficial to the Empire.
Right.
I will give you some more information.
It's the only thing I kept from law school.
Target number, government void. Target number 2.
Oh, Void specifically?
Yes, void government.
Oh shit! I got a 2.
I got
No
two.
strife, baby.
I got nothing.
I got
Well, you
three
can't get strife under
opportunities.
void
I'm
anyway.
fuming.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, those of you that passed realize that your investigation was probably more of an information gathering mission than an actual exploration to gain the truth. By reporting what you found, you kind of let Samuku know that both what probably could have happened to him, as well as the level of Kolat infiltration in the castle and elsewhere. Anyone linked to the murder is either dead or someone she has leverage on, who she could probably blackmail earlier into also maintaining the stability of the empire and her position.
She's in.
As your investigation was secret, she also has plausible deniability should anybody complain or anything about it.
Hey, I only got 2 opportunities.
Yes, Brandon,
so
you get an extra experience.
no, I'm gaining special insight or spiritual insight into the nature of the universe or my own heart.
Okay. You realize that you're just an insignificant thing.
Oh
in
god,
the
he's gonna
grand
have the
scheme
crab's gonna have an
of
existential
everything.
crisis.
Oh my god, if I would have had that, I would have gained so much strife. Thank God.
I know I'm not insignificant because I guard the wall.
But in the grand scheme of everything, you are.
You know, my vision
Less-
goes. My vision.
You're
for
less
all.
than a pawn. You are. You are nothing.
Dude, I'm head crab in charge, dude. HCI seed.
You're about to get challenged to a duel by some crabs.
I'm head crab in charge in this group because there's no other crabs. I'm not in charge of the group, but I'm in charge of the crabs of the group.
All right. So we will fast forward till tomorrow morning, and you guys.
Yeah, so
we have
a
cute gowns.
conversation.
You guys have a well, actually, no. If you have a conversation, go ahead. You guys can talk.
We gotta have a conversation.
Oh yeah, because you did not pass that. So yeah, we need to
What conversation are we having?
Can I serve sake at the dinner?
over dinner. Yes, you
Why do you
can.
want to serve sake?
Because he
I want to serve sake,
And
dude.
he likes it.
That's what sake.
That's what you do, dude.
Alright, you can continue. I just wanted to get rid of some of the strife, hopefully.
So it's safe to say because of all this secret shit, we don't have targets on her back because she's not really affiliated with us officially.
No, and nobody knows that we were investigating. Really, I mean, the 2 people that would have known are both dead.
She said she took the crab's logic of
Empire.
You know, we were talking about, what's best for the Empire. We learned that in the thing, and that's what she's doing. She knows the truth, and she can pass the Kolat information on to the next Emerald Champion. And
Hey, Dirk.
she can be
Spidey
aware now.
says,
Wait, hang on.
at your tea ceremony.
Uh-oh.
How many of those do I need?
The pet pet.
Huh?
Oh, during
That
my
could be the Emerald Champion.
during my
thanking
ceremony,
us
my
for-
pouring ceremony.
Yeah.
Can
That's
Pep Pep
ceremony.
fight the Emerald
No.
Champion's ghost?
As you guys are discussing this over dinner and he is doing his tea ceremony, you do indeed see Doshi's ghost again, Satsume, seated at the table with you. Despite his usually stern or indifferent visage, he appears happy, actually smiling a little bit. He thanks you for your service to his family, his clan, and the Empire, and bows as he disappears.
Challenge you to a ghost duel.
What if we would have like just been like, oh yeah, he's a piece of shit? Would the response have been different? Are there like two? Is
Her
there like
response
a,
would
is there
have-
like
No, the
an
ghost
alternate
response.
ending?
There's
Ghost response?
3.
Oh, is there?
Three
Okay.
ghost responses.
I gave you guys the better of the endings because of the way you formulated that. But yeah, I mean, she would have basically just tried to persuade you to say something different, and regardless of what you said, she would have reported it as natural causes.
Uh-huh.
The true best ending would have been for you guys to just been like, oh yeah, it was natural causes. We couldn't find anything.
Oh,
That would have been the best. And
How's that the best ending? Like, nothing happened.
Exactly.
Bye.
There's a whole section of wait, why was this all for nothing? You know, there's a whole section about that in here, and yes, it is.
Kind of was all for nothing.
No, it wasn't.
I mean,
Not really.
Can you challenge ghosts to
This
a
could.
duel?
This has further campaign implications.
But anyways,
don't say.
at the graduation ceremony, by the way, there's a small crowd. She is dressed in her impressive ceremonial armor. Do you actually not want to be an Emerald Magistrate anymore?
Oh no, I was kidding.
But yes, she's gonna give you guys a small icon with your own mon and the mon of an of the Emerald Champion. It's like a badge of office. So it's it's a nice little ceremony where you guys get +1 rank or plus 1 rank in any 2 skills
Oh, hell yeah.
and 10
Any
status.
+1 and 2.
And 10 status
Oh.
and a couple special abilities.
and does this
Okay, hold
add
on.
to our increasing our school?
Yeah.
Like if we take
Yes.
Yes.
skip, cool.
And
What do we need for that?
Bram gets 9 experience. Everybody else gets 8
Why do I get 9?
because you got 1 extra for your coming up with the right conclusion. She got an extra earlier, so she actually got 9 today too. But I gave both of you 2 an extra. Everybody got 8 today. You 2 get 9.
Ooh, this boy's getting his vote up. What's up again?
And then we will go over the.
I had a question. Just
Mhm.
like posting. Can
I mean, you guys can keep talking about this.
No.
About
could
the findings.
Dur earn like maybe a 2 glory or a couple glory for single-handedly taking down a Damio or anything like that?
See, I need to read more about how to award glory. So
So I
That's
could
a pretty
add 1 to
impressive-
my high
Yeah,
stat so that
Yeah, your higher
yeah,
ones.
yeah, I mean, I would basically honor and glory
One
are
in
are
any 2?
is-
Fluid.
I know how to lose them, but it's hard for me to decide when I want to gain glory. So if you think that fits, sure, gain 3 glory.
Oh,
You
thanks.
said
Thanks, dude.
But part of that is somebody has to see it,
I saw it.
and yeah. So I mean, if
Did you? He was invisible.
Well, I saw the
No.
sword.
Oh, okay.
well, no,
But-
he was
So
visible
if
for the
you do
first
something
hit.
Oh,
in
that's true.
private,
That's
you're not
King
going to
2.
gain
Yeah.
glory for it. But if you do something, so probably because you told the story and presumably included
No,
that
actually,
in your
the second
story.
round. The second round, I would have seen him do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, presumably you would have included that in your story, in your report of taking him out like that.
We will also stop the framing of a high-ranking official too.
I would say that. How about everybody gets 3 glory and you get 6?
Okay.
Now I need to get better at that, so I'm okay with you manipulating me into extra glory. Because it
So
doesn't really do anything.
you get an extra experience because you did what?
Gives glory.
was right for the Empire,
No,
dude.
it was right for
Law
the-
school, baby.
Well, yeah, you caught the clue and brought it out, and they still didn't agree with you, but you were fighting for the
Yeah.
right solution. So, because the
Right.
the correct solution, according to the Empire, according to the Adventure, is just to say natural causes and
Okay.
call it good.
2 things. One, you said 1 to 2 skills because you couldn't upgrade the same skill twice. It has to be 2 separate skills.
No, two separate
Okay.
categories.
Oh,
categories.
categories.
Yeah, so two separate categories.
So I couldn't do 2 martial. I have to
You can do one scholar, one martial,
Okay.
one martial, one. Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry.
Did that anyway, so it's good.
And this does count towards our thing here?
You
As
can.
experience
Yeah, you can count.
spent? As experience invested, though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it doesn't actually say it's an experience investment. It's just
Okay, okay.
it just comes with the title. So
Gotcha. So I could just put a dash, because I didn't invest the SP, but I could say that I did that.
yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, and
Well, your instructors are all present to congratulate you all as well.
what
Are they
you said we
super
get
proud of
special
us?
skills?
Huh?
You said we get special skills?
There's 2 abilities that I don't know if you guys want to write them down now or not.
I want to write down what they are.
One's called Voice of Authority, and one is called Harsh Scrutiny.
Juice plus 1 point or whatever.
It's one of, like, you can do like
Pl-
one in there,
Two,
one in there.
one to each plus 1 to 2 different categories. So a skill in martial could go up 1. A skill in scholar could also go up 1.
But you can't do.
But you
2
can't do
scholar.
the same. You
But I
can't
could
do.
stack my theology, and that would save me a whole bunch of points.
That's what we
Yes.
did. We're like, it's gonna take the 2 highest ones and add to those because it's harder to add XP to those.
That is a thing, yes.
That
Or-
is a thing.
Or you could just take something brand new if you wanted tactics because you don't have tactics. For
Or I'll just
example.
spend 2 experience instead of the 12 that it's gonna take me to raise that one.
Word.
Smart. Alright, Voice of Authority and Harsh Scrutiny are your abilities. Alright, Voice of Authority is, you don't have to write all this down now, but I can always tell you again later. Once per game session, when making a support or scheme action check using a social skill, you may choose additional targets equal to your glory rank. You cannot choose any additional target with a vigilance higher than the highest among your initial targets. That's
so
why I
you
said
like a whole army?
So, when you make a command, courtesy, games, or performance check, you can choose additional targets equal to your glory rank, which is your tens digit of your glory score.
Oh, there we go.
So,
It's like shit, 56 people?
no, 5. So you can choose 5 extra targets because you're 56.
Still decent. Wow.
The harsh scrutiny ability, once per session, that's once per game session. So once a when performing an investigation, you can suffer 2 strife to count your vigilance as 1 higher. That's what harsh scrutiny does.
Okay.
But it's once per entire session.
Once per
Not
Sunday.
once per day in game, or once per
Yeah,
Sunday.
that's how my tea
Yeah.
and cleansing ritual both work too.
Speaking of that,
So you should not
I'm-
feel.
I'm good right now.
You should not leave this adventure feeling blindsided as if you wasted your time. Your hard work may not be used officially, but Samuku will find it invaluable not only for information about people who might threaten the Empire, but also as part of training other Emerald Magistrates with whose investigations are merely more than sniffing out clues.
That does make me feel better.
Hey,
2.
question.
I'm rolling. Hold on. I'm recalling stuff. I got three. I'm just jotting this down in my little black wall book kind of thing that she sent. But I'm using my perfect recall ability. I got 3 successes, and I'm like trying to jot down everything
Okay.
that we covered.
Did we mention at all the hidden room with the poison that was being made? Like, did we let them know that that's there at the Henry and that?
Well, I mean, we got rid of that because we don't want that. Gotta save Margaret. We got rid of that.
Did you mention that?
I don't know, that's what I'm
If
asking.
it would have been in our findings, we said
Okay.
that he took the poison that.
She does not know that room exists.
Well, no, he said that he was the only person alive that knew about it.
She doesn't even know about the back way out of the cave. She did not know either of those. So that is important information about the castle for her to pass down to the next Emerald Champion.
Alright, dope.
So yes, that is good that you mentioned. Alright, so there's more here. Let's see what else it says. Investigation can have serious political repercussions. Did I say reproductions?
Yes.
I did. Repercussions that could occur. Findings often must bend them to the greater good. Accusing a powerful daimyo of murder, for example, may be utterly impractical unless someone of even greater rank can be convinced of this. Even then, it may be best to keep that possible blackmail material and pin the crime on somebody else for other reasons. So much of what the instructors sought to emphasize at this point, death due to natural causes is basically, yeah, like you guys said, to maintain the Empire's stability. The reason she had that you guys investigate was more to test your mettle and gather information than their successful actions prove you capable of Emerald Magistrates.
Why us?
Because you guys know nothing and you knew nobody in the castle, so you are completely unbiased.
Right.
Because anybody else who investigates,
So what we thought, basically.
yeah, you're a completely neutral party who has no, well, except for that the ghost was talking to you, she doesn't know that.
Right, yeah.
Unless you told her. But if
No.
you did, she just kind of looked at you strange.
I feel like we would not have put that into our report. The ghost told us.
So basically, yeah, this is valuable information regarding the major powers, and it just helps you guys understand the setting and how stuff works and the politicalness of it all, because tomorrow, actually no, not tomorrow, today, as soon as not long after your graduation ceremony, you guys will be ushered into a room with your first investigation case.
What's the highest we can raise our rings to?
Lowest plus void.
All right, damn.